In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? For my A2 coursework, I created a promotional package for a new album for unsigned alternative rock band Fraser from Sheffield. In this package were a music video and 2 ancillary products, a promotional poster and a digipack cover. The music video was created in a group of 4 and the ancillary was done individually. The whole package was targeted at a predominantly male audience within 16 to 24 years of age, with the video possessing a stereotypically Walter Lippmann 1922 cheap homemade indie feel, with the main theme, Bordwell 1989, and ideology of our video being alcoholism, which is once again a stereotypical code and convention of our chosen genre. The music video was created as a group and is called Fraser Shine a Light. The video is a hybrid music video, Svenny Carlson 1999, with both narrative and performance elements. It is aimed at a mainly British male audience aged between 16 to 24 years of age. At first we researched music video codes and conventions by learning theoretical codes and conventions in relation to music videos, representations and the music genre. We also researched other similar real media texts that we took inspiration, ideas and understanding from. All in all, this research then led us as a group to make decisions for our music video that will help us to not only develop music video codes and conventions but also challenge them as well. The music itself is part of the alternative rock subgenre Barry Keith Grant 1995 and therefore targets people within the indie subculture Dick Hebdige 1979. In preparation for the production of the music video, we looked at a large number of indie and alternative rock music videos available on YouTube and artist websites. Some examples of these were videos are Swim Deep, She Changes the Weather and Haim, The Wire. However, the video that heavily influenced our video the most was Arctic Monkeys' Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High. One of the main ideologies of our video was taken from this video of alcoholism, which often creates moral panic, Stanley Cohen 1972, in society, and is also a stereotypical ideology of the indie genre. We gathered ideas and pastiched several features from real media texts, such as the drunken walk home scene from the Arctic Monkeys video, the heartbreak scenes from the Haim video and the opening and closing scenes with the band's logo from the Swim Deep video. We liked the idea of the character in the Arctic Monkeys video walking home drunk at night along a street. We have used and developed this in our music video when the protagonist is seen stumbling down Sheffield's West Street. Shot types and acting gestures were also a pastiche from this video in order to create the same effects for the audience. Examples of these are the close-up of Stephen's face to further encode his drunken state, the medium long shot of him laid on the floor at the end as well. This particular part sees him collapse at the end of the video, leaving the narrative open, Tesda Van Todder of 1977, as the video ended with an enigma, Roland Barthes 1977, as to whether or not the protagonist was alright. Another element that we pastiched from the Arctic Monkeys video was where the character in the beginning of that video is seen consuming alcohol. This idea was used in our own video and clearly indicated through the prop micro elements, shot and pint glasses, and with alcoholism being stereotypical Walter Lippmann 1922 of the indie genre, jump cuts were used for our prince picking up the shot glasses to then drinking it with close-ups, Andrew Goodwin 1992, and medium close-ups used to emphasise the prince in our music video, delving into a drunken state, and this is how we challenge forms and conventions of real media products through mise-en-scène in this case. Andrew Goodwin 1992 stated the 6 key codes and conventions that a music video must include. The first of these was the music matching the visuals. The music starts off rather slow in our video, and this is matched with the slow action, long clips and slow transitions used at the start of the video, such as when the prince sits down in the bar and the band start performing with few cuts used and long establishing shots used to map the location. However, the chorus and the end of the song is very fast paced and lively, indicated through fast paced jump cutting. This is matched through shorter clips and faster transitions, such as at the end of the video when the walking home drunk scene cuts are timed to the beat, developing that idea of a drunk effect, and ghost editing made in Adobe Premiere CS 5.5 also enabled us to establish this effect. As well as this, fast-paced jump cutting where users are clips at the end of the video are cut to every beat, which is an average of 4 beats per second, such as when near the end of the performance aspect of our video, a fast-paced jump cut guitar montage is used to sell the image of rock and roll, and this code and convention was pastiche from the Arctic Monkeys' Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High music video, where getting drunk and collapsing in that video also sells the idea of rock and roll, as well as creating verisimilitude. In terms of iconography of the artists, we haven't included much that would identify the video as a product of the band. However, we have added a feature that would do this. At the beginning and end of the video, the band logo is shown on a black background. This is something that we pastiche from the Swim Deep video. By doing this, the audience is able to identify the video as a Fraser music video, and therefore creates a brand that was also used in our ancillaries, creating synergy. Iconography of the music genre is used throughout our video as well. Through research into the music genre, we found that a large majority of indie and alternative music video mediates the musical instruments that are used by the band, as it shows the audience how the music is created. In our video, the performance element allows us to do the same, as the performance shows the bands playing their instrument, which is stereotypical, Walter Lippmann 1922, of the indie genre, and these iconic images are played by an electronic shaman, Sven E. Carlson 1999, and several ideal selves and partners, Carl Rogers, which our audience can look up to and be influenced by their personal identity, Dennis McQuayle 1972. The lyrics matching the visuals is another one of the conventions. The lyrics of the song indicates the singer's desire for a female, such as, "I can tell by those eyes that you keep telling lies," connoting that the lead singer is never told the truth by a female. This is further indicated through the visuals of our narrative, which is based on the protagonist, a male, being heartbroken over the antagonist, a female, and the constant close-up used using the zoom tool on Adobe Premiere CS 5.5 allowed the audience to emphasize for the prince. Close-ups of the male's face show his emotions towards the female, and shot montages show him in a drunken state, indicating his reaction to his heartbreak, which challenges the binary opposite of gender. Claude Levi-Strauss 1969, as the male is experiencing a broken heart, which are stereotypically Walter Lippmann, only ever experienced by females. These emphasize the lyrics and the narrative, and allow the audience to relate and feel for the main male character more. Close-up shots are used in both the narrative and the performance elements of our music video. They have allowed us to create jump cuts and shot montages of the members of the band for the performance, creating voyeurism, and have allowed us our product to become a commercial product. Roy Schuker, 2001. The close-ups mainly focus on the instruments and the singer's face. By focusing on the instruments, we were able to meet the conventions of indie and alternative music by showing how the music was made. An electronic shaman, Sven E. Carlson 1999, is created out of the lead singer, making an ideal self partner for the audience, Carl Rogers 1980. Voyeurism plays a massive part in our music video, particularly the narrative. Through the narrative, the audience is given the impression that they are spying on the protagonist, created mainly through the use of camera work. Various shots, such as the close-ups, medium shots and long shots, such as the close-up of him walking past the camera drunk down Sheffield's West Street, have made it appear as though the protagonist is unaware that he is being watched, which is an audience pleasure of escapism, Dennis McQuayle 1972. The method, screens within screens, has also been used to create voyeurism. An example of this is when the protagonist is looked at through a mirror, which again makes the audience feel as though they are spying on him without him knowing. This is how we developed Andrew Goodwin's music video codes and conventions. Sven E. Carlson stated that artists represent one of three things in a music video. These are a commercial exhibitionist, a televised bard, and an electronic shaman. We have developed this and have created an electronic shaman out of the lead singer. To do this, we use different methods including camera work and editing. In terms of camera work, close-ups and low-angle shots of the singer have created the impression that he is a star persona, Richard died in 1975, and that he is performing to the audience. In editing, we have emphasised this impression by creating jump cut montage sequences and cross-cutting between him and his guitar. The variation of shot types were used to put these together. By creating this electronic shaman, we were also able to create an ideology of male dominance over female subordinates, which is highly relatable for our predominantly male demographic. The singer is wearing a checkered shirt, denim jacket and dark jeans, all stereotypical clothing of a male within the indie subculture. As well as developing and challenging theory, we have also done the same for representations and ideologies. In the video, we have chosen to challenge Claude Levi-Strauss's binary opposites theory regarding gender. We have done this by role reversing the stereotypical idea that males are dominant and females are subordinate, and making the female the antagonist that causes the male to end up in his drunken state. As well as challenging the theory, this has helped to emphasise the audience's personal relationship, pleasure, and also create a unique selling point for the video. Another representation connoted, Stuart Hall 1980, in our video was that of a breakup between a teenage boy and girl, pastiche from a narrative in the Haim the Wire music video, Folk Devil, Stanley Cohen 1972, which creates very similitude for our audience, as if it offers a realistic insight into the lives of our music video's characters. Heartbreak is something that is particularly common with people within our target audience, age range and subculture. We have used this theme in our video as it is very relatable to the audience and therefore creates a very similitude for them. It offers a realistic insight into the lives of the protagonist, which could possibly create a personal relationship, Dennis McQuayle 1972, between him and the audience. All male bands are very common and stereotypical within indie music such as the Arctic Monkeys, Oasis and The Killers, as they reinforce the genre stereotype that males are dominant and females subordinate, Claude Levi-Strauss Binary Opposition 1969, and they often create the opposite to Laura Mulvey's 1975 male gaze theory, which supports indie's male-dominated ideologies and themes. The band members in our video are all male, which has allowed us to therefore meet this convention. The instruments that they are playing, such as electric guitars, act as a phallic object and reinforce our decision to make the lead singer an electronic shaman, Sven E. Carlson 1999. Juxtaposition was created in our music video through the encoded contrast between the band performance and the heartbreak-themed narrative. This is most prevalent towards the end of the video, when we see a very quick cross-cut montage of both performance and narrative clips. The juxtaposition is mostly based around the pleasures and effects that the two parts of the video create for the audience. The live performance provides an escapism, Dennis McQuayle 1972, and passive view for the audience, whereas the narrative showing the protagonist drunk provides an opposing hegemonic and moral panic view. For my two ancillary texts of a promotional poster and an 8-sided digipack, I researched the generic codes and conventions of posters and digipacks to allow mine to appeal stereotypical, Walter Lippmann 1922. In terms of posters, I analysed Florence and the Machine Lungs album poster, JZ The Blueprint Free poster, Razorlight Slitway Fires poster, Rihanna's Loud album poster, and the Best of Stereophonics Decades in the Sun poster. The main poster from this that I pastiche was Razorlight's Slitway Fires poster, which included 4 close-up images of the band members, helping to establish various star personas, Richard Dyer 1975, and Ideal Selves and Partners, Carl Rogers 1980. Furthermore, the Razorlight poster includes the lead singer wearing white, while the other band members are wearing black, helping to create a star persona, Richard Dyer 1975. In terms of my poster, the picture of the lead singer is significantly bigger than the pictures of other band members, which too helps to create a star persona and demonstrates how I both use and develop forms and conventions of real media texts. I also like the idea of the album's name at the top of the poster and release date and liability text at the bottom of the poster, which are important codes and conventions of a poster, just like in the Florence and the Machine Lungs album poster and Rihanna's Loud album poster, which also has a bright background of colours such as red, and I felt that bright colours could be used in my poster, hence the sky-filled background behind my band's name on my poster, which challenges the stereotypical connotations and ideologies of the indie genre, and I believe this helps diversify my target audience. For my digipack, I researched in particular Nine Inch Nails digipack, as well as Oblivion Ensemble's digipack, Rick Shaw's Night Begins digipack, and King King's Take My Hand digipack. The main digipack that I pastiche though was 9 Inch Nails, whereby the front 3 panels of the digipack had a continuous theme spread across them of what appears to be the sky. I felt as though I both pastiche and developed this for my digipack, as a picture I took of clear skies with the sun present is a continuous theme across 3 front panels of my digipack, with the 4th back panel, which includes the album's song names, being that of a picture of Sheffield's landscape including the iconic Park Hill Flats. I also feel that the locally iconic Park Hill Flats helps add to the stereotypically local feel of the indie genre, and the ideology of my ancillaries juxtapose that of our music video, which helps my Coastwork productions potentially appeal to a range of audiences.